Well, hello everybody, it's me, Mitch. I'm going to give you something I think might be very interesting for you today. I get a lot of questions about the different types of equipment, cameras that I use, and how I make the videos and how I edit them. And I thought it might be interesting to show you what goes on behind the scenes, behind the curtain, like the Wizard of Oz, to actually make it all come together, be the Old Guy Carnivore YouTube channel with this old guy putting out a video every day talking to you about not only carnivore but so many other things, and live streams and everything else. So I'm going to take you for a little tour behind the scenes. We're going to start with my office and studio. I'm going to take you in the kitchen and actually show you how I go through filming these videos where I'm cooking, either talking about a different subject or a recipe. We'll take you into the office and show you how I set up for a live stream and get it started and on the air. I'm going to show you how I do some of the editing that allows the camera to look like it's following me around. I'm going to show you what the final editing process looks like and the uploading process to YouTube. And I really hope that you find this fascinating and gain some insight as to what it takes, not just for me, but for all of those faces that you see on YouTube to actually get there in your recommended feed so you can either click on them or dismiss them out of hand. Enjoy. This is my office slash editing room slash live stream studio, and I thought I'd give you a little tour of what I have here behind the scenes. So let's start over here on this side. What I have here, of course, is my printer. There's the actual computer running these three monitors. I have a boom microphone right here, which I can swing over in front of me when I'm doing my live streams or recording something for editing. I have a 3-monitor setup. Up on top of the middle monitor, got some lights to light my face and the main camera that I use for my live stream feeds. And the 3 monitors give me a lot of room. As far as sound goes, I've got a 6-channel, actually it's portable, recorder mixer from Zoom, an H8, and what they call an Elgato Stream Deck, which lets me push buttons to change scenes in my broadcasting software while I'm doing the live streams. And here's a new notebook that I just got from Dell. Very powerful with a fast graphics processor. I got it specifically for the demanding editing tasks of that new Insta360 X4 8K camera. I'm here in the kitchen and I want to show you how I set up to film my usual kitchen video. So we'll start by turning on some lights. And I found that if I turn on the overhead light and this light and the range hood, that gives me good light for these videos. Now, I'm filming this on that camera, which is a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It has a gimbal. Now, it can follow me around or it can just stay still. And I've just set it to stay still so you can see me moving around and what I do when I film my kitchen videos, my cooking videos. So this is the new Insta360 X4 360-degree camera. And I'm going to show you how I edit with this thing and create all these special effects that I do. Because as a one-man operation, You got to be creative doing these YouTube videos. We're not a movie studio, and we don't have a whole crew to do the photography and a suite of editors and everything else. We not only have to do this all by ourselves, but we have to do it every day if we're going to get a video out every day. So I made a little test footage with the 360-degree camera, and I just wanted to show you how I do those editing tricks. So I loaded the footage, and this is the editor, and this is what I see when I first come in. But I'm just looking at a little piece of the picture because I can take the mouse and I can move this picture around and I can see the whole 360 degrees. I can even see what's right above me, or I can see what's below me. And I can zoom out and in, all the way out to an extreme wide angle shot where I can get a tremendous, and now it's all distorted, but I can get a tremendous amount of this view in the shot. Down at the bottom I have a timeline, and I can move along the timeline of this video. And you can see I really haven't moved the camera very much. I'm just recording the entire room. So let's suppose that I want to start with this shot right here. I put a what's called a keyframe in there. I position the shot where I want it. And then I hit play. All right, we're going to test out the recording. And let's suppose right there, I want to swing around. So I put another keyframe in and I swing over to this shot. And I also want to zoom out and make sure that I'm in it. So now that I've got these two shots in here, I'm going to go back to the beginning and I'm going to play what I just did. And you can see that as the editing advances, it transitions from one of those keyframes to another. Now let's suppose up at this point of the video, I decide I want to completely turn myself upside down like this and put a keyframe in there. So now when I go back and play this video, all right, we're going to test out the recording on the SD
You'll
card.
see that it actually follows
See what happens.
the movement that I just made. And that's how I do that. And it is magic, and yet the camera never moved.
So what I do is I take the 360 camera and I set it right here. And this is where I always set it when I do my kitchen videos, right there. And you can see that since it's filming all around, I have a view here of the sink. I can view the stove, me walking around the refrigerator and everything. And it's all done in the editor, which you'll see. So here we are. Now I'm going to switch to the 360 camera, and I'm standing in front of it now. I'm going to just make a hamburger for dinner. So let me turn the range hood on, go to the refrigerator, get my ground beef out, open the ground beef, and what you're going to be seeing in the actual video itself that I'm narrating now is you're going to see the finished edited product. So you're going to see me moving around. You're going to see me zooming in and out. You're going to see me basically following the action with that camera. All the while, neither camera is moving. Both the cameras are sitting perfectly still. So I don't have to be a cameraman. That's the beauty of either a camera like the DJI that actually follows me around, or the camera that takes the 360 that I can edit later. Now, I'm going to go and I'm going to change the mode of this camera right here so that it actually follows my face. All right, I put this camera now in following mode. So as I walk around and I'm using this camera this way, it will follow me all over the kitchen. And I'm going to leave it in this mode for the rest of this video. So what I need to do is I need to get a spatula and squish down the hamburger into one big 1 pound square hamburger patty. And that's basically how I usually eat a burger. Put a little salt on it. This is Himalayan pink salt. And for the purposes of this video, showing you the behind the scenes way that I do these things, that's about as far as we need to take it. That's how long it took me to set it up. I generally only use this one camera that I'm looking into now. And I can film a whole video based on the 360 video and how I edit it. So, we'll end this section of the video now and go on and talk about the rest of what it takes for one old guy to run an actual YouTube channel producing a new video every day. You know, one of my favorite things about doing the Old Guy Carnivore channel are my live streams. I love doing these live streams. I love interacting with all of you. I've been doing live streams for 6 years. I started way back in my early days of when this was a drone channel. And I made the decision to try to do it as professionally as I could as one old guy. I'm going to show you a little clip now from my first ever live stream 6 years ago. Okay. Well, evidently we are live, and this is my first time, and I have to get my screen set up to monitor this thing here. Let's see. Those were the good old days. Learned a lot since then. Let me show you what it takes to set up my studio to do one of these live streams. First thing I do, put down the green screen, which allows my broadcasting software to remove the actual background from the camera and overlay the camera on top of whatever background image I've chosen. And in my case, it's that open door scene with the trees and blue sky in the window. Now, I have to start firing up all the equipment. So I plugged in the camera, the interface to the computer from the camera, and the power for those lights that are over my monitors. And then I have to start loading all the software. Turning the mixer on here, making a few little settings to make sure I don't have any echo. going to go ahead and speed through this next 10 or 15 minutes worth of software setup. And you can see by looking at the screens that I have to open all these programs and get them configured, the streaming software and everything else. Got my counter working. Got all my windows up. And now let's slow it back down again and put the final touches on getting this thing set up.
Hey.
Adjust my microphone volume. And get ready to go take a little break before I come back. About 10 minutes before we're ready to start. Okay, changed my shirt. I'm back.
Hey.
Testing the mic. Making my last minute adjustments. Everything looks like I'm ready. So, put my pre-show screen on and just wait for the countdown to reach 5 minutes. At 5 minutes, or a few seconds after, I will hit the Go Live button, which actually starts the streaming. I give 5 minutes, and there I have it. So I'm live now. And I just wait to see an indication that the stream has gone live on my monitor. People are starting to come in, the chat's moving. I'm watching that left monitor to make sure that my stream actually went live, and it did. Usually quite a delay, so I sit on pins and needles waiting for it. And now I just sit and wait until the final countdown gets to 0 and the stream starts. Well, good evening, everybody. It's me, Mitch. How are you? Good to see you all. 50 of you so far. Wow. So all this comes together in a program that I use called Adobe Premiere Pro, and it's an editor, and it takes all of those different clips that I had, all those individual clips, and creates a timeline with all the clips on it, with all the special effects and fade-ins and fade-outs, the addition of different audio tracks, volume settings, and everything. And this is actually the video that you're watching, just waiting for this one last final clip so that I can finish it, render it, and upload it to YouTube. And the final step is to go into my YouTube backend called YouTube Studio, tell it I want to upload a video. It tells me to drag and drop that file here, which I do, and it takes about 30 minutes. From this I go through, and I'm not going to bore you with it, a whole bunch of questions and answers, and I have to create a title and create a description. I have to go into Photoshop and I have to create a thumbnail for the video. And it generally takes about a half an hour to 45 minutes for the upload process. Then I can publish it either to the public, I can schedule it for later, I can make it private only for the private community, and then I, of course, can change my mind at any time. afterwards, change the title, change the thumbnail, change how it's published. And that's it. That's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it was enlightening and answered many of your questions about how this works and whether you've given a second thought to do I really want to start my own carnivore YouTube channel? If you're already a YouTuber, I hope you've gotten a tip or two from this, or if nothing else, you can say, wow, this old fart has no idea what he's doing. In either way, I hope you were entertained by this video, and we, of course, will see you in the next one. So, take the rest of the day off and eat meat.